Research shows that 70% of women have a backup man because they're always talking to an ex, a friend, or guys that are just generally hovering around their vicinity. Now, let me try and be realistic with you here. This is not to say that your girlfriend or your wife is talking to another potential guy who she's just recently met. If she has, then she's a real snake. Because that is going with the intention that you've met somebody new and that you are communicating with them and that there might be something that happens because she's potentially fantasizing about an experience with another guy that she's recently met. Now, that's an extremely dark situation, and I would probably say that that's unlikely to be the case. But what is likely to be the case is that there's an ex somewhere in her vicinity, or she has, and this is very common, guy friends that she thinks are just her friends. And this thing makes me laugh so often because women are so naive to this point. And I tell them, darling, that friend of yours, he just wants to get in your pants. And he's been hovering around you like a pussy for years in the hope that he'll just be able to slide into your pants one day. But they don't seem to get it. And they're quite naive to the fact that there are men who hover around them, hoping that there's a slip up at one stage. And she's just like, oh, it's not working out with this current guy. And let me just rest here on your shoulder for a minute. That's literally what these guys are waiting around for. It is hilarious. So, yes, you should be aware that your woman is likely to have a pipeline, okay? It's literally like a sales pipeline. Here are all the leads that you need to go through. And then there's like, I think about it like marketing. You've got like impressions, right? Clicks and conversions, okay? Now you want to hope that she's not converting any of these dudes. But there's going to be a shitload of impressions, a shitload of guys in her vicinity popping up from everywhere, especially if she's hot. And you know what? Even if she's not hot, even if she's average looking, she'll still have a bucket load of men all over her because you've just got hungry guys. And you know what? They should be in her vicinity because they're just trying to get laid or they like her, right? Maybe one of her friends genuinely really likes her all these years and sticks around her and hopes that he can get in her pants one day, right? So it's not that these guys are necessarily like simps, okay? And they're not all simps. Some of them genuinely think there's a chance to get with your girl. Now, the problem is that when they find out that she has a boyfriend, the fact that they still stick around does mean that they're simps, okay? Because the guy should not ever wait around for a girl. But the point is that she will most certainly have a pipeline of men. Does this concern you and does it really matter? The answer is it doesn't really matter. It only matters if you're a simp yourself and you're just not a general G, right? And we've talked about this on our channel and in this channel about what a G looks like, right? Generally a handsome dude who's got high status, who has money, who's got his shit together and who is masculine and ambitious, okay? Those are the general rules of what a G is going to look like. Now, if you're none of those things, then how do you expect to maintain interest from this woman? Of course, she's going to look elsewhere and have what I call a wandering eye. That wandering eye that's just looking around. Oh, what about this guy? Oh, he's got some money. Oh, he likes me. Oh. Have you ever actually heard Andrew Tate talk about why he doesn't want his woman to have guy friends? I've got to say, that is something that I definitely agree with from his conversations. He's like, why do you need guy friends? Hang out with your girls. Go shopping with your girls. I'm your friend. I'm your man. You belong to me. You don't need to have these guy friends. You shouldn't have these guy friends. Why do you need these guy friends around you for validation? And then some would say, oh, but that's just insecure, man. She's allowed to have guy friends. Do you know what? Fuck that. What's the point in her having guy friends? I don't trust them to have guy friends. I don't think it's worth it. Especially if these guys are clinging on and are regularly in touch. I'd be like, babe, this guy's all over you. He's trying to fuck you. I'm your man. I don't approve of this. So if you suspect that your woman does have a pipeline, which again, most of them do have a pipeline, and this is just a case of you managing your woman in this sense. So you should be aware of these things, and you should be like, I don't feel comfortable you hanging out with this person. I don't feel comfortable you talking to your ex. I think it's inappropriate. You're with me now. Okay? I will treat you like the queen you need to be, or like the queen you deserve to be treated like. But you shouldn't be speaking to these other people because you're with me now. Why do you need to speak to them? And you'll probably get a bullshitty answer. Oh, because he's a friend and we stay in touch. And oh, because this and because that. And whatever. It's all bullshit. It's all just validation. It's all just nice having these people around her who like her, who get in touch with her. Okay? Because her currency is attention. And she loves the attention. And that's also the problem. If you notice that she loves the attention from all the different guys, whether they be guy friends or exes, then it's very likely that one day she'll just turn to one of them and some shit will happen. So be very aware of your surroundings, your vicinity, and more importantly, her vicinity. And just remember that you're allowed to speak up and make certain types of demands / boundaries. These are your boundaries, and if she crosses them, she's gone.